Hello.
Right, that's it. That's the last time you're allowed to laugh. Hi, welcome back to the Shameless Lads podcast, episode 2. That's right, we finally fucking got around to filming another one. It took him 2 weeks to edit the first, which is entirely my fault, right? Don't worry. It's my fault that we've taken this long to get to a second one.
Yeah, because you get dipping on us.
Blame me, but here we are. So, instead of complaining about what there hasn't been, be fucking thankful that after that absolute shit show of the first one, we've come back for a second.
We've learned a lot from the first one, and
we've learned that there's no point pretending those microphones work. if nothing else.
The sound quality was just dreadful, so we're not bothering.
Oh, don't worry, it's gone now.
Yeah, okay. Now, so good time, and we're here to talk about some conspiracy theories because, boy, have we been conspiring for the last, when did we release the last a month or something?
Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Nah, because we filmed it, to me it's ages ago.
We filmed it a while ago.
Mate.
And then you kept saying, I can't see you guys tonight, I'm going to see...
just various
people.
Mates.
And then, I can't see you tonight, I'm going to see people.
82 views, you don't get that for free.
Then you were going to dip on us again tonight because of people.
But here I am in a fucking basketball jersey and Billy's hoodie. So, right. Conspiracy theories, we're going to kick it off. Louis, what first one would you like to discuss?
Is Michael Jackson dead or alive? Basically, Michael Jackson is alive. I think he's hiding somewhere down in Devon. In his little cabin, just eating scones
and children.
Eating scones, or we just team cream.
Team cream, cream tea,
cream tea, scones. Having the scones with just having cream tea and just spending his days. Can you switch that off while I'm trying to talk?
Made it sound more like Michael Jackson.
What,
Do you want me to play
wow.
Thriller? Actually, that's copyright. I'll do a rendition of some Michael Jackson. Okay, go.
What sort of rendition?
Talk about Michael Jackson.
Basically, Michael Jackson.
Are you okay?
Shut up. Basically, Michael Jackson is somewhere down in Devon.
Why is he? Where's this come from?
He's down in because he bought a place in Devon.
Is this the actual conspiracy theory? You're just making it up.
No, I swear he bought a place down in Devon. So now he's down there in his home, and he spends his time bodyboarding, spending time at the beach, and
fucking children,
looking at kids in swimming costumes.
He already knows he's gonna have so much editing to do. Michael Jackson funeral lookalike. Because there was a bloke at the funeral who looked like him.
That was literally the same person, and he's done it before, where he's done his wearing disguises so the fans can't see him.
Just Google Michael Jackson funeral lookalike. It's
it looks like him, but with chubbier cheeks.
Yeah, Chubby Cheeks Jackson. That's what I used to call him. That's what he used to call me, Chubby Cheeks Charles. Back in our, we got quite close, me and MJ.
Of course you did.
Because I was a big David Blaine fan. He did that thing in London or something with David Blaine, and I was there. I was like, David, and then Michael looked at me and goes, "Hey you, Chubby Cheeks Charles." That's fine.
Have you seen Sean something? Sean Locke.
Sean Locke.
His impression of what Michael Jackson would be talking like.
No, but he's like if Willy Wonka was a real person.
Yeah.
But a bit more paedophilic. Mm-hmm. And it's tough to get more paedophilic than Willy Wonka. Invited 5 children at random into his factory. And then they died. If you actually deep Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, when was that written? Back in the 60s?
Some. I don't think it was the 60s. It was a while ago. But
back then that was fine.
I know, but if you think about it, he's just written oh yeah, this fat kid was so fat that it's actually that's body shaming. Augustus Gloop. Can we allow Augustus Gloop because he's actually been done dirty there. Roald Dahl cancelled it. I think he's already been cancelled, hasn't he? He's like a massive racist.
So just leave him. Yeah, so basically Michael Jackson is alive.
Don't we could say...
Why don't you think Michael Jackson's alive?
Okay, you know what, actually, let's rename ourselves. You can be the prosecution for Michael Jackson, not with the defence. So, Louis?
I don't know how this works. Basically, I've already stated my arguments why Michael Jackson is alive.
So I need to state why Michael Jackson's dead. Okay, You know, last time I googled definition of sport.
Oh my god.
Michael Jackson, date of death.
What was
25th of June 2009. Now, if he's still alive, if I Google, you know, who's a celebrity who's still alive? Tom Hanks. If we go Tom Hanks. Oh, it doesn't come up. Because Michael Jackson's actually dead. So, my argument for why Michael Jackson's dead is because Chubby Cheeks Jackson just isn't him. It's just some bloke in a cap, right? And like, yeah, that's not him. He's just got some.
The cheeks are just. It's literally his face.
No, it's actually not though, is it? When does Michael Jackson? You see that guy's wearing a cap. There's a reason for that. That was foreshadowing.
To hide his face.
Because you are capping right now.
Honestly,
I'm sorry.
Be quiet.
If he was hiding his face, why wouldn't he have worn a mask?
Because this is back in 2009 when.
Yeah, but he could have worn like, he could have worn like a fucking neck scarf on his face or something. No. Why would he show up?
I think I'd want to be at my own funeral if I was pretending to be there.
But you're Michael Jackson. You should watch on TV.
No, I want to be there. If I faked my death, it would be flipping awesome to just be at my funeral.
Would you give a eulogy at your own funeral? Be like, he was a great guy.
I'll give a speech about the intricate detail. I don't know what I'm saying.
Details?
Intricate details of his life that nobody knows about, and they just think it's bullshit.
Yeah,
but it's
him and
true,
Macaulay
'cause
Culkin.
it was actually me, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But then, do you reckon that maybe he's like, if he's alive, then he's in Devon, and he's flicked on BBC News, you know, he's come back in, he's had some cream tea down at, like, you know, Aunt Jemima's cafe, and, you know, he's done some bodyboarding, he's tired, sea ties you out, got a nice tan, wax on BBC News, bang, Surviving Neverland, or whatever it was called, is on. You know, they're talking about that, and he's like, oh God, they found out that I was a paedophile. Why has he gone Irish? Oh, they found out I was a paedophile. That was a shit Irish accent.
Well, I don't think he'd care because he's everything's dead.
Yeah, but like then he's just some sad, like, he's probably an alcoholic, isn't he? Was Michael Jackson an alcoholic?
God knows.
Probably.
You know, he probably drinks quite a bit. If he's living down in Devon, he's drinking quite a bit.
I would have been an alcoholic. Yeah, what if he's like a pot-bellied dad now? That he
Imagine if he's got kids that that still think he's life, but just don't know that their dad is Michael Jackson.
Can have children. Yeah, okay, so fairly standard, not rare for someone in the music video industry, especially of his prowess. And yeah, so I think we can conclude Michael Jackson is dead.
Yeah, not alive. You mean. Moving on. Next conspiracy theory.
Me?
Yeah.
Right, now, there's a certain woman from back in the day. A certain Princess Diana. Now, I'm telling you, right, imagine this, you're a cab driver. You're driving maybe the most watched woman in the world. Yeah? And you think, you know what I'm going to do? Like, no, you're not doing that. I'm telling you, you're gonna drive sensibly. You don't think now's the time to chase my F1 dream I've had all my life. You would be like the most careful driver, bro. I'm going clutch up. It's taking me 10 seconds to bring that clutch up if I've got Princess Diana in the back. You know, I don't care if there's some paparazzi there. What are they gonna do? They want a picture of her. Paparazzi want Princess Diana alive. You know, what good is a dead Diana to the paparazzi? So the paparazzi killed her. Bun it off, Liz. We see through it. So I say that actually it was a setup, and Princess Diana was killed by the royal family because she was upstaging the royal family. You know, like, imagine you started to be everyone's favourite on this. I'd hire a drunk cab and then cut the brakes on it.
Are you having a laugh?
I'd kill you. Yeah, absolutely. And
then we'll be having a talk.
Louis just passed his driving test. Oh dear. Bang. So, yeah, I think it's very much, you know, the royal family are very much comparable to the Shameless Lads podcast in that, you know, I'm like the queen, right?
Oh, and I'm Princess Diana that everybody just loves more.
Yeah, so I kill you.
Oh, okay. I think that basically Princess Diana saw this, oh no, people taking photos of me. Yo, driver, step on it. If I was the taxi driver and Princess Diana told me to go a bit faster, I'd be like, fuck yeah, we're driving quick. Okay, we're getting out of there. We're not hanging about, you know. We're not.
Right.
Or we're not letting them take these private photos.
Okay.
I'm doing exactly what she says, and we're out of there.
Okay, if we stop focusing on just the car scene, let's not play. Sorry, I was looking at Billy and I was just in my acting mind, you know. So when she... There's a massive hair there. I wonder who that is. So when she... Oh my god. So
You know who's there,
in the morning, shut up. In the morning, yeah, the British police want nothing to do with it. Yeah, imagine you're like the icon of your country, like a royal has just died, and you're like, let the French police handle it. And then the French
because the British police are like, we can't do anything, so we're not going to look like a bunch of cocks. We're just going to let them sort out. Okay.
I've never heard that word used as like I've never even considered calling someone a cock.
You know.
No.
You never watched Top Gear?
No.
You know, it's just James May. It's just what he just likes.
Have you seen the guy who pretended to be James May and smashed like 500 women? It's so funny. Let me show you. 5 bonks, 500 women. Also, James May looks like the Burger King crown guy on the plane.
Have you seen the clip of him where it's like some women and Jeremy Clarkson's talking to him?
Oh
He
yeah,
just
like,
goes, hello.
Hello.
I bonked 500 James.
Little crotch shot. They call me Dre Drexler.
Oh!
Pretend to be James May.
Okay, safe. You go back.
Yeah, please. So, yeah, and then when they're driving her away, you think you've got the, like, who's meant to be the next Queen of England, although at the time they were obviously, like, clearly separating, but, you know, like, officially meant to be the next Queen of England, and very, like, popular, and you drive past 4 hospitals. They went past 4 hospitals when they were taking her to hospital, and the speed cameras were broken. All the ANPR
Were they?
broken. Oh, this is, you know what, this looks Epstein.
They're probably just going too quickly that it just couldn't take the photos.
Shut up. Yeah, because he probably cut the brakes. So, you know, Liz had personally, actually I can't say that. That's like an allegation. Yeah, is this technically an allegation against the royal family? Like, say, you know, Prince Andrew thinks, oh, they look under 18, clicks on it and decides to have a little watch.
And sees them just slating.
And we're just like, yeah, she did it. And then could he take us to court?
I think as long as I put a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode saying, don't take anything these guys take seriously.
Yeah.
We're
And
just joking about it.
Also,
people.
realistically, Prince Andrew is not going to step near a court. So I
That's
wouldn't
true,
worry
to be
too much.
It's okay though, he doesn't sweat.
Yeah, exactly. He's the coolest guy in the business. Actually, if they did take us to court, just turn it back on them and be like, so, why'd you do it? And they're like, no, this is a libel case. And I'm like, why'd you do it? And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. We just couldn't stand up being more popular. I'll be like, I feel you, you know. Someone agreed with you in the comments of the last video. And, man, I couldn't stop thinking about it for the last 2 weeks.
You went ham.
Yeah, 82 views.
About 1,000 comments from that one day.
Yeah. So, Louis, have you got any other statements as to why Diana was just killed by someone nothing?
Well, I just think that the royal family wouldn't have killed the person that everybody just loves. You know, that everybody saw this person like, oh my god, she is amazing. And I think they'd be stupid to kill her. Because they would have known that people would have accused them or something.
Also, Diana wrote some letter, to her agent, I think it was, that basically said, if I die in a car crash in the next year, then they did it. How did she die? In a car crash.
Dun dun dun.
So, yeah.
Oh dear. Conspiracy theory number 3. The Titanic was sunk on purpose.
Leonardo DiCaprio as words to have.
Basically, the Titanic, You know, the unsinkable ship sees on iceberg. Where does it go?
Okay.
Bottom of the sea. Doomed.
I have a
Nothing.
simple question for you.
Yeah.
You ever played Sea of Thieves?
No, you know I haven't.
Okay, right. When you hop in a galleon, yeah, he knows what I'm about to say.
What's the galleon?
The biggest ship in Sea of Thieves. You need 6 laddies to use a galleon, right? You try and turn. Okay, for how can I put this in more Louis Pilkington terms? No, because you haven't played Sea of Thieves.
Oh well, you could have just said a person that hasn't played Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
It's a.
You're my example.
You calling me simple? Huh?
Yes, I am.
Huh?
So, so if you are in an F1 car and try turn it around a corner, yeah, that's going to be quicker and easier than turning like an articulate lorry around that corner, isn't it? Are you okay? Yes, it is. Why? So why isn't Lewis Hamilton driving an HGV around the tracks? Because it's quicker.
Slow. The HGV is just. It's just not meant to be quick.
If Lewis Hamilton could drive an HGV at 230 miles an hour, do you think he'd use that? No, because it's not as manoeuvrable, is it?
It's just, why would anybody want to see a HGV
Okay,
right. on the road?
When you hop on Mario Kart, we're going very off piece, but trust me, this is going to be a beautiful link back. You know, it has the handling rating, and the bigger the car is, the worse the handling is by rule of thumb. So if you're in the Titanic, you can't go, oh, there's an absolutely massive iceberg. Harsh right.
Yeah, I know, but they could have seen the iceberg if the guy, the guys on the watchtower had binoculars, but they didn't have binoculars because some guy managed to, he was a bit late and he missed it. The boat just left without him, you know, and he was the only person that had a key to the thing. You know, do you think someone's just going to be late to the Titanic?
Yes.
No.
I'll tell you what, there's a story, yeah?
You're not going to be. You're going to be there hours before.
There is a bloke who got tickets to the Titanic. He's like, ooh, yay, Mum, I got tickets to Titanic. This is like me getting tickets to Winter Wonderland, yeah? Best day of my life. I unfortunately bought 6. But, anyways.
6.
Yeah. Anyway. He goes out on the lash the night before, wakes up and someone's nicked him out his back pocket, right? His mum holds his funeral because she thinks he's died on the Titanic, and then he turns up, much like MJ. Just him with slightly chubbier cheeks. But that's what we call a callback in the industry. I've said that so much in the last couple of weeks.
Not even in the industry.
What do you call this then?
Fair enough.
Don't get 82 views without being in the industry. Industry, baby.
Black Widow, baby.
What was that?
Just keep going.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Yeah. It doesn't just happen like that. So it's possible to be late to the Titanic, you know. I was late here. I nearly was. So, and this is comparable to the Titanic, you know. Biggest ship of all time, biggest podcast I've been involved in of all time. Okay, right. So why was the Titanic a setup? Like, why would you want to sink? Why would you spend
the
years?
The money that they would have, I don't know, like.
Who? The captain? He's not getting anything.
Why would the captain do that?
Why would the captain sink it? That's what I'm asking you.
Because he was like an old man. He's a pensioner. He had nothing else to live for. Really, I mean, come on. This guy, his career peaked with the Titanic.
So
if he sinks in the Titanic,
of his career.
No. If he sinks in the Titanic, everybody's gonna know him as the guy. Well, here's the guy that sunk the Titanic.
No, but he'd also be known as the guy who
finished his career and be the guy that some guy just drove the Titanic.
Yeah, and it's a maiden voyage. That's big.
Nobody cares about that. People only care about the guy that dies.
So would you rather be Hitler or Gandhi?
I wouldn't want to be Hitler.
Well, there you are then. So you'd rather be the one who successfully drove it. He was age 62. He's not like he's on his death's door.
Yeah, but that's back in like 1912 when age 62 was like.
It's not the Victorian. Well, no, it's not the.
But 62 is like an age where people be like, "All right, he's going to be dying like any minute now."
Any minute now, brother. You're sounding like Mr. Burling from Inspector Kills. dropping these L takes about the Titanic.
Do not talk about English, honestly.
Okay, so who? Right. Why would you do that? So you're put yourself in, young Edward Smith. That is the most generic name ever, isn't it? Put yourself in young Edward Smith's shoes. Right. You've got the biggest assignment of your career. So say, what's your dream job? Or you could do any job in the world. What would it be?
If I could do any job in the world, what would it be? I'd be a reserve player for Chelsea.
Okay. You're the reserve for... What?
Well,
why
because it means I can...
Why would you not be just...
Well, because
Chelsea
I'm
player?
bad at football, so I'm just sitting on the bench
Okay,
doing nothing and I'm earning peas.
You're a reserve player for Chelsea, right? And they come in and they go... Oh, cheers, man. And they go... Louis, one of the Chelsea players has just been injured.
Let's get on the news.
You need to get out there and play, and it's the FA Cup final, and all you need to do is score a tap in because they're drawing up this play, and all you need to do is just bang. You've done it a million times before. Just a little tap in the back of the goal, and you go no, and shoot your fucking head off, so that someone gets an insurance payout. You're not getting anything for that. Edward Smith worked his entire career to be the guy who was given the title of flying, sailing the Titanic. And some insurance company goes, oh, if you crash it, then, you'll die, but we'll get a lot of money.
I think this.
No.
I reckon they probably they interrogated this guy and they're like, yo,
What, you think he's tortured?
you've got nothing else to live for. We're gonna kill your family.
Bro, what the fuck has this become?
Just let me finish what
I'll
I'm
let
saying.
you
Okay?
finish.
Alright, we're gonna kill your family unless and then you just be forever known as the guy who, sailed the Titanic, whose family died and lived a boring life. Or you could be known as the guy who sunk the Titanic and
Made
is
us a
now
load
in the
of
history
money.
books forever and ever
For
and ever.
all the wrong reasons.
Who cares?
Right. I'm calling major cap on this.
Okay. You call cap. I don't. Okay.
It's the way life goes. That was a little easy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Please don't.
Do you remember that? Oh, no, you got to do it in the... That was absolutely vile.
You got to take that out.
No.
Okay.
Just gonna
Bro, don't touch
It's
me!
not your jumper.
Okay,
Yo, don't touch him!
so,
Okay.
None of you have been waiting for this moment, but here it is. So, now I have this vendetta against a certain bloke.
Oh dear.
It's not even a vendetta. I am doing a service to society by showing you all the truth.
Did you say expose? You're gonna completely expose the guy.
Yeah.
Like nobody's ever thought of this before.
No one's ever thought of this before.
Oh my god.
Stevie Wonder, 2020 vision. I'm telling you, this bloke can see.
2020.
This bloke
That
can,
is bold.
This bloke can see for 2 miles unassisted. Like, I swear to God, he's like a human telescope. The guy can actually see. And disclaimer, this is a joke. Because I don't want him to get pressed, or anyone to get pressed. But I just think, nah, because we all know Ludwig. We talked about him last week. Ludders.
Love that guy.
And I'm telling you, I've shown you this video before, Louis. You have to be the opposition. So why isn't Stevie Wonder blind?
Well, what is he gonna gain from pretending?
Okay, right. I'm so glad you asked this.
Okay.
So imagine I can play piano. 1 million people can play piano.
I can't play piano.
Yeah, there's more than 1 million
Okay,
people in
okay.
the world. So,
It's more than just you in the world, mate.
so okay, right. Let's put it again in Louis Pilkington terms. Let's say.
Stop making
Okay,
everything simple.
would you-
I can understand.
Would you make the cricket isn't in the Olympics, is it? No.
No.
Would you make the Olympic tennis team for Britain?
No.
Would you have a better shot at making the Paralympic team?
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna make that money.
There you are. So I'm telling you, if he says he's blind,
So singing is now a Paralympic sport.
no. But what I'm saying is, it's more impressive that he can play piano if he's blind, and he's more likely to blow up then than if he's just got perfect vision like everyone else.
Yeah, but he makes good music, so...
Yeah, but a million people make good music.
Yeah, but I'm not listening to him specifically because he's blind.
Yeah, but like he blew up because he was blind. Because like, oh look how good this guy is at piano, and he's blind.
God, imagine just showing up to his house one day, knocking on the door, and he just like opens the door without the glasses on, like,
Yeah.
oh, what's going on?
Nice
Like,
to
oh,
meet
shit.
you, Louis.
Puts him on.
And then starts like tripping over stuff like we see Louis, Stephen. Like, so yeah, like there's videos of him just. Are you telling me?
I think he's probably like blind, like not completely blind as in can't see a thing.
Paul McCartney knocks over the microphone stand. Bang! That man's hand is out faster than mother. That man's hand flicks out faster.
He's like, whoa.
Okay, no. Look,
whoa.
look at the bloke next to him. Look at the bloke next to him. Stevie Wonder, the supposedly blind one, has already caught it by the time that guy reacts.
Because he wasn't reacting to it, Steve, when he was just like, I was like, oh, something's in my arm. Oh,
That's an L take. That's an L take. Look.
Like the way he moved was so unlike.
Whoa. Look at his movements before this. So he's going. He
was there before it went down.
So he goes.
His arm was there.
Are you telling me?
Went down.
He was for the last 5 minutes he'd been going.
No, but his arm was just down already. It wasn't like.
No, he went.
Oh, honestly.
Caught it. Okay. Let's say we take the microphone evidence out.
You did a big Google.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Look, he's been caught in 4K twice.
He's not even hiding at this point.
There.
He's not blind.
I was.
Let's be real.
Let's go.
Mate, I was only saying that because I don't think he's actually blind.
We said earlier we go beyond sus sometimes and we literally just become like a gay couple. And low-key, I think it's probably the move at this point. Yeah. Stevie Wonder, like that man, bro, he can definitely see better than me. Like that, you know when you're driving or in a car and you see a car like really far away and you're like, I think that's forward, and then it comes and it's forward. You done that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up. Stevie does that on a daily. Like people will be stargazing and looking through a telescope. Oh look, that's Orion's belt, and Stevie's like, just bare eyes looking. Stevie Wonder could stare for 10 minutes at the sun and be absolutely fine. That man has the strongest eyes in the world. Stevie Wonder could probably see like a fly across a room. Like just bang, walks in the room, he goes bang, fly.
Not with the glass on though.
True.
That just.
Maybe that's why he wears the sunglasses, so he can stare at the sun for like such a long time, and just
stare at the sun because why not?
Not worry. I bet that's like a part of his daily routine. Wake up.
He opens his curtains up.
Just stands there for 10 minutes.
Wow, what a beautiful sight. The sun. Amazing.
Jesus, that's like a blind person stepping out the gaff with AirPods in, like a deaf person. Like he doesn't. You don't take photos if you're. You lot are laughing and it was a joke, but it's true.
It's true, to be fair.
Imagine someone who's deaf being your Ludwig. For those those cretins, those scum of the earth who haven't seen part one,
watch it right now.
First of all, watch it, and then second of all, Beethoven. I'm calling him Ludwig because we were on first name terms as kids. So yeah, I just aged very well. Well, I think that wraps it up. Stevie Wonder is, has got the best set of eyes on him in the world.
Yeah, I think he can see better than me. Better than.
Do you need glasses? I swear I've seen you with glasses.
Yeah, I need I'm slightly short-sighted, like when I'm in class reading off a board.
Bro,
I need a bit.
I have a conspiracy theory quickly. Long-sighted people don't exist. Like, I saw a TikTok that was like...
My dad's excited. Whenever he whips out his phone, he's like...
No, I saw a thing that was like, so say this cushion is...
He's got another bang.
So this cushion goes like, look, Billy, hold this cushion. Let's pretend Billy's like a few hundred meters away.
Oh, good cat. Good cat.
Okay, he's got a bottle of deodorant and said, hey man, Louis, can you say, hey man, can you get me that deodorant? We're going to pretend Billy's like just a shelf.
Hey man, can you get me that deodorant?
Oh, you know, do your legs not work?
No.
You're in a wheelchair? You're just doing it to get on the Paralympic team. No, yeah, sure. Hang on. What kind of deodorant? Sorry, I'm short-sighted. It makes sense, you know. I can't see beyond a certain point because my eyes are a bit weak. Does that make sense, you know? Yeah. Now chuck me that. Now, Louis, can you pass me that can of deodorant?
Can you pass me that can of deodorant?
What kind of deodorant? Long-sighted people are just cappers. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Long-sighted people, it doesn't just get to a certain point and then they're just blind.
Well, according to certain musical artists, it does.
If something's that close, they don't just see black. They can't.
Well, to be fair, pass me that.
Yeah, because that isn't a black object.
What do you see?
I see
Black.
kind of
Do you see black? You're long-sighted, mate.
Oh, you're...
Hang on, pass.
17.
NFL, that shit.
Yeah, basically, to wrap this whole thing up, we have debunked
We've just
these
slated
conspiracy
people with
theories.
issues with their eyes for the last 20 minutes.
And
We've gone, Stevie Wonder's not blind and long-sighted people don't exist.
And we are in no way offending the royal family. Just jokes.
Yeah,
What
Louis.
it is. Just
No,
jokes.
no, like Gary from Sunderland's not watching, let alone fucking Prince William.
Mate, you never know.
Yeah, he could be
Queen Liz could be watching
massive
like
shameless lads fan.
could be a fan of
Maybe
Sidemen. Then this comes up on a recommended. Oh,
Yeah,
Love-
we're very much
love
in
to
the
watch
same
that.
too.
and
And she watches all the way.
she sees that we talk about her
Personally cutting the brakes on Diana's car.
her family. She's gonna see that and she's gonna ban us from the United Kingdom.
To be fair, that's probably a bit.
I wouldn't mind moving.
She'll personally arrange us taxis to the airport.
Oh, free taxi. I'm down. Take that down. You're
no,
not a
it's-
thug.
no,
That joke fully went like that.
Yeah, that was a joke about it going straight over your head, not take his
Not
head.
take
Oh.
my head down.
Wait, what joke?
The joke
Charlie
about
said,
getting
oh.
personal taxis arranged to the airport.
Who else had a taxi arranged by the Queen, Louis? Maybe we need to explain it a little bit.
No, I understand.
I'm not a good
I
person.
understand it now. I just didn't. Just wasn't really thinking about it.
Evidently.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this week's episode of the Shameless Lads podcast. We
Actually,
talked
they should
about
thank us, really, for giving them such great content. But yeah, cheers, I guess.
yeah, whatever. We know you enjoyed it as always. If you didn't, then
Fuck off.
you're not going to be watching this by the video, right?
No.
So
If we see any
thank you so much for your
dislikes, then I know where
support, and thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing. Goodbye.